In a city of doom and despair, lost in the annals of time, there awaits, for one fearless soul, the prize humanity has eternally sought: immortality. You are Hercules, the unconquered, the only warrior who can challenge the city of the gods, and you have the chance to achieve this prize. But immortality does not come cheaply. At every level, controlled by 4 hideous guardians, lunatic beasts attack and attack again. The pursuit is relentless as they conspire to steal your weapons, your treasures, and your very life. Secure the secret of immortality and return to Mount Olympus to take your place among the banks of the gods. And this is Gods from the Bitmap Brothers and Mindscape, released in 1992. It's an action side-scrolly beat-em-up thing. Nope, not that game. That is a different game. That is the game. I was looking at War Gods for a minute. We are cast as Hercules. Did not know that. The game was first made for the Amiga and Atari ST, and then ported to various other platforms. Like other Bitmap Brothers games, Gods was highly praised by critics thanks to its quality graphics and music, and I will agree right now. I'll also say I'm not surprised this was originally an Amiga and ST game. It just kind of has that look and feel to it. It was also available for DOS, the Acorn Archimedes, the PC-98, the Mega Drive, and Super NES, of course. The enemy AI was praised. It would adapt to not only your position, but their skill. Some rooms contain inaccessible items. Smaller thieves show up from a passage in the wall, try to grab the item and bring it back to another point of the room, or disappear with it. We can obtain the item if you shoot the thief at the correct time. Bonuses are awarded for reaching certain points at the level under a certain time limit. As was common in Bitmap Brothers games, an external musician did the game score, this time John Fox as Nation 12, and the box cover was designed by British comic book artist Simon Bisley. Gods might seem like a jump and run platformer in this game. While precise and time jumping are required, planning each move yields better results health-wise than attempting to rush through a level. There are some puzzles which require the player to go back and forth in a level, since there's only a 4-space inventory where objects required to get bonuses can be or complete the level can be carried. The console versions run at a considerably higher speed, which increases the difficulty. A Game Boy Advance ROM was also released, but is no longer commercially available. The console versions do not share the same opening theme music as the PC versions. They do, however, have the same background music, which is notably missing in the PC versions. The only background music in the PC version came with a Roland Lap C1. Several weapons to buy in the levels that you can pick up. You can have 3 simultaneously. 4 levels, each with a guardian at the end. There you go. Computer Gaming World rated it as one of the year's top 4 action games in 1992 for fast and furious arcade-style action and enough exploration and puzzle solving to raise above the typical action crowd. There's a remastered version developed by Robot Riot, released in 2018 for Windows. It was announced on the Switch, but has not been announced for a date yet. I don't have any reception data for the Super Nintendo version. This is not, every time I see this game, it's not the game I think it is. I always think it's that other kind of puzzly, Tetris-y kind of game, which I can never remember the name of because I always think it's Gods, and it's never Gods. This is pretty good. It is hard, but it plays really good, and it looks really good, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Might have to keep an eye out for these Bitmap Brothers guys. They didn't have a ton of games, but we looked at Soldiers of Fortune the other day. That was one they did. Came out after this one. And they had some pretty good looking titles, just looking at their short list here. Who knows? Maybe we'll see it later.